thought we might just sneak down into the forest here. You can see the sun rays coming down through the trees. Hear the birds in the distance. I'm not sure if this is going to be too bright or not, but I'm going to do it anyway. So there's the sun coming through the trees. So this is where the elementals live. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a channeling here. We're going to call upon Archangel Metatron, one of the light beings that we haven't called upon yet. And we've been doing this a long time, so I was just inspired to do that. And so I'm going to have my friend Teri do a channel here for you. And whatever information comes through at this time, whatever's in the greatest good for us to know. There's a lot of things that are going on in the world right now. This huge super wave is the way I feel is coming through. And after September, I have this feeling that nothing's going to be left the same, and it's affecting not just the planet and the beings of people on the planet, but it's also affecting all the planets in the solar system and our galaxy and even our universe. And so as above, so below. I really believe it's affecting everyone and everything. But for me, because I'm in this dimension, but I'm tuned into higher dimensions, I have a sense of what we perceive as time here. And so I always get this gut feeling when something major is about to happen. And so I'm sure that not everybody is going to perceive it the same way. I think everybody's going to be affected whether they know it or not. It's all in how you perceive it. And so I'm excited for these changes because that's what all of us are looking for, the physical changes within this dimension. And it's exciting. And so with that, I'm going to pan over to my friend Teri, who we're going to call upon Archangel Metatron for a brief channeling and whatever's in our greatest good to know at this time.
We extend our greetings. We reach deep into the crystalline light. It is the light that is the life force of all creation. We come with the confidence of understanding the weakness of what is within the realm of the dimension that you are all leaving. Although there is still a strength within the third dimension, for it is a reality that survives those who are in that space. It is a grand time to be shifting from one dimension into another, and be in form. So as you keep that light that extends from above to below in clarity. And we are the cleansers who come in and bring all areas of darkness, areas of fear up to the surface. It is the power within you to recognize those fears for what they are. And in this extraordinary energy system, you are able to see very quickly and to release them as quickly for what they are, instead of remaining in the victimhood of those fears. This brightens that crystalline light. And within this crystalline light is where all your downloads are recipient to recoding, reorganizing, the light, as it becomes clearer and clearer, whether there is a purging or a lightness within the vessel that the light lives within, creates these symbolic languages to come through. Even though you may not recognize them, you will see them as light, feel them as light, feel them as triangles, squares, circles, whatever relates to the human brain in the ego. Yet it is a language that will be brought forth in the opportune time when you least expect it. This will help those to travel forth as these energies begin to accelerate and change is created within the shift. An extraordinary time for many. And there is no evil intentions within this new transition. There is no reason to fear, for all species, whether it is rooted into the ground or whether it scampers across Mother Nature, or whether it communicates in the fear of their humanity's reality. Still amongst you is the reality as in growth. For species must raise in vibration to survive, must it not? So call upon us during this time. Awaken and ask for the angelic language be brought forth. And bathe. For life will change as you see it. You will become what you call more of a third eye vessel. And it is not just the two vessels in the presence of us. It is many of humanity, even those who are slipping into the lower levels of the fourth dimension. Children and their parents will be more intuitively connected in communication. Eyes will open, where many of your children, young and older, will recognize and see beyond human and recognize that there is something deeper within themselves. Everything that has been practiced in the third dimension will be a relearning. So when you study the stars will be different. Your time will be different. Wisdom in the youth will be more prevalent than in the older. For there are many star beings present. This is where clarity of the mind begins. Thank you for calling upon us.
Thank you.
We shall meet again.
How did that feel?
Wow, I felt like my body didn't fit. But that was interesting. Very big.
Mm-hmm.
Very big and gentle.
Mm-hmm.
Very gentle. And you know what? I've always talked about the crystalline, like when I would lay hands on someone,
Yeah.
and I'd close my eyes and I'd see that center line,
Mm-hmm.
that
A column of light.
yeah, and you can see how big it expands or how dark it might be,
Mm-hmm.
and now I understand it,
Mm-hmm.
because actually that's what he looks like.
Mm. Awesome. And did you perceive it as a golden
It's
color?
like a golden white,
Mm-hmm.
like a golden light.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so it was kind of, and there was other colors in there,
Mm-hmm.
you know, but it seemed like that's what I felt like I was.
I see.
That.
Awesome.
So it wasn't like I saw it, I just felt that, and then I could see the colors.
Right.
It is interesting on how I don't really visualize as much as I see colors and hear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he was even saying how many of us are going to become more third eye.
That makes sense to me,
Mm-hmm.
because even ourselves, we've been recognizing that within ourselves is that
Mm-hmm.
our intuition seems to be stronger and clarity, like
Clarity.
clarity is
Mm-hmm.
coming, like it is sharper, clarity
Right.
sharper. That's how I see it.
Awesome. All right, so this is a little more than 15 minutes, so I'm just going to pan around. Thank you for
Oh,
doing that for...
that was nice to connect again.
All right, guys. There's the mountains over there in the distance. There's a little bathroom there. You can see the lake there, way down there. And so we're going to take a walk here. It's still. Like there's no wind. It's in the high 80s, low 90s right now. And so I thought I'd give you a different perspective here, different view instead of all water, which I really enjoy. The elementals are here. There'll be people contacting me saying, hey, did you see that fairy in the distance? Which is awesome for those who have eyes to see. And enjoy your message that you just got from Archangel Metatron, and we're going to send you guys love, light, and laughter.